Good morning, students. I am Raju Ranjan Upadhyay, SST teacher of Sunbeam Public Convent School, Buxar. Student, I am going to teach for class ninth Economics Lesson 1, the story of village Palampur. The village Palampur is a hypothetical village. I have described you earlier about the different phases of the village Palampur, and it just like a village. It is a imaginary village. First of all, I clear that it is a imaginary village which is situated near the western part of the Uttar Pradesh. I have described you in my previous videos that there are different factors. There are many factors for the production, and village Palampur is an agricultural village. Today, I am going to describe about an important factor for the production, which is labor. Labor is a very important factor for the production. Any type of the production activity are done by the help of the labors. Without labor, we did not expect about the production of any type of the thing. Into the agriculture, into the farming activity, labor also required. A huge amount of labor is required into the farming activity. In this condition, the question is that from where and from who supply the labors into the village Palampur. Village Palampur is, I have described you in my previous videos that there are 450 families into the village Palampur. Some families are rich family and some families are poor family. In this condition, the poor family who are poor, they provide labor for the farm activity into the rich families person. The small families do their own agricultural activity by the help of their family members. But the landless people who are landless, the people who is landless, they do other farms. They do the work for agriculture to the other farm for the wage. And all of you know that wage is fixed for the government. In your book, different data has been given. Different data has been given, but the recent data is 200 or more than 200. The per day labor payment is more than 200. In this condition, the villagers did not pay the rules according to the government. Government provide high rate for the laborers, but there are many laborers who are available into the village, so the rich farmers provide them very less amount. The number of landless farmers, the number of labor is high. That's why they are agree to do into the less payment. Students, here a short story has been given into your book. The story of Dala and Ramkali. There are two persons, Dala and Ramkali. Both are the landless laborers. They do agriculture activity into the others' farm. Here, Dala has saying to the Ramkali that it is difficult to find work these days. Only the large farmer hire us, and that too for very limited number of the days. It means that for the few days. Ramkali said that Ghanshyam, the large farmer, had just brought a harvester. This is a student, this is another problem into the village. In the previous time, there are many technological instrument which is available. In the previous time, the mostly agricultural activities are done by the help of the laborers, but in recent time the farmers use different developed means of the farming instruments, and these developed farming instruments the work reduce the working days of the labor, and thus labor sit idle at their home, and it is much difficult to fulfill their family needs. We have described here that Dala is a landless farm laborer who work on daily wage in Palampur. This means he must regularly look for work. He is visiting one place to the another place, one house to the another house for the work. and the minimum wage for a farm laborer is set by the government, but they did not receive the money according to the setting of the government. Here I can just describe you that both Ramkali and Dala both are the landless laborers, and both situation is same. They are working into the another field, and they every day they are searching their jobs. Their jobs are not secure. Every day they move one house to another house and they search for the job, and they are always ready into the lower wages for the work because of work is limited and labor is more than sufficient. Labor is more than sufficient. That's why they are agree always for working. Also, here a very short story. Not here in your surroundings. If you belong to the village, it is a common phenomenon to the every village that mostly landless people or mostly able people also or the poor people, they migrated to the big towns for the working, like into the another part of the country, another state like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Surat, Chennai, Pune, Nagpur, Ahmedabad, and the different industrial town. A student, you can imagine that why they are migrated one place to the another place, why they are migrated from their houses. This feature is common. This feature is found in your village also. In village Palampur, some people also migrated to the these big towns for the work. They migrated because of sufficient amount of the work is not available into their village. That's why they migrated to the other big cities or the towns for the work. A student, we have seen here that land landless peoples are available into the village, and they are working for the agricultural activity, and thus the fulfillment of the labor is fulfilled, the supply of the labor is fulfilled by the villagers also. Into our next videos, I will describe you about the capital needed in farming. Thank you.